So we've got the Apex TI Fusion and the TI 250 Fusion. The 250 is the new edition.
Yeah, correct.
And the TI Fusion is the follow-on from...
the original one, yeah.
Which is 2 years ago? Or last year?
End of last year, basically. Yeah.
End of last year. The notable difference now is it was a black head before.
Correct, yeah.
It's now chrome.
Chrome plated, yeah.
Talk to me about the tech and why have you changed away from the colour?
Yeah, so very simply put, being brutally honest, as a brand, we struggled to actually get a finish onto TI Fusion because we're taking what is titanium and we're taking steel. Now, if you know anything about when you're building clubs and manufacturing them, those two things don't like to merge together very well. So we managed to bond them together and to get a head going. Then we wanted to put this type of finish on it, but we had to basically invent the technology to be able to plate on top of those two. So this is proprietary from Callaway. We basically invented this tech to be able to plate on top of those two materials together that have been forged. So it allows you to basically have this finish on what is a titanium-faced golf club, which basically no other brand's really been able to master. There's always been a bit of a look, whereas this is quite seamless. The 250 coming in, that was a bit of a response where the 200 and the 300 in the AI series, so in the standard AI series, there was definitely a little bit too much of a separation for some players. They found it difficult to either hit the 200 or the 300 was too big, and they kind of sat in between those two clubs. So that's come in there. It's basically a bigger version of what is the standard TI Fusion.
Sure.
It's a little bit more offset, a little bit more helpful, but nowhere near as big as something like the AI 300, but you still get all the tech benefits of a titanium face. You know, you think titanium faces are driver faces. That's what it is. We've managed to build that into an iron basically and give you a huge sweet spot, loads of forgiveness. It's an insane amount of technology they've done. They are costly, but there's a reason why, is because of all this we're talking about: proprietary plating, titanium forged bonding to steel body. It's crazy. It's just coming out of my mouth like,
yeah, sure,
just spilling out, but that's what it is.
And for a golfer hitting a ball with one of these, when they look up, what are they going to expect to see that they don't get
on a standard? Yeah. So main point being that the sweet spot is much larger with that face, similar to like a driver would have a larger sweet spot than a driving iron, right? So way more forgiveness on even the smaller headed model, so the standard Fusion. So you're going to have a bit of that. Outside of that, in the 250, you're going to have more forgiveness than the standard 200, but then with a little bit of a better look and feel to something like the 300. Yep. We have a titanium face, we have a forged back body, which still gives you the feeling of a better iron as well. A big thing that brands have struggled with titanium faces is the fact that titanium is a really hard metal, so it usually feels poor when you put it into an iron. With the forged body and how we're able to kind of blend them together, you still get an amazing feel off this. We've kind of described it as undescribable because until you hit them, you can't really get a sense of what it would feel like. They're great. They really are solid.